Hey everyone, how you doing? Yeah, today hasn't really been too busy a day. First thing this morning, I went and dropped off my forms to my new job that I needed to do. Then on our way back, we had to go shopping centre a couple of things. One of the things we couldn't get, but I needed to get some things from Kmart. Went to put the bag. I don't even know where the bag is. Whether Matthew did something with it. Oh no, here it is. I wanted these silicon muffin pans. I was hoping they'd have a 12 one, but I think they only come in these anyway. I do have a metal one, which I'm using at the moment. It's in the oven. I wanted them because I'm making like mini quiches. So, yeah, I had to get them because we had bought all those eggs. And then Matthew wants to try and make his own like little protein bars. So he thought he'd buy this mini loaf pan to try and make them in, so that they're individual and he doesn't have to cut them up. I wanted to have some fun with my exercise. So that, because if I'm gonna be working too, I won't have as much time as normal. But I've got this dice that gives you all different ideas of what to do. So you roll the dice and then you do what it says. Like there's one here, 30-second side plank times 2, 15 tuck jumps, 30 bicycle crunches, 20 push-ups, 1 minute wall sit, Russian twists. I don't know what they are, so I'll have to look them up. And there's like burpees and squats and things like that. And there's even one on here, if I can find it, that says water break. So when you roll that, you stop and you have some water. And then Matthew wanted a skipping rope, so he got a skipping rope. So that's did today. So I've got the first lot of muffins in the oven. Muffins, what are they? Quiches, not muffins. They're in the muffin pan. So they're crustless ones. I just did 12 eggs in a bowl with probably about a tablespoon, no more than a tablespoon of milk in that first lot. But then I thought, well, I'm not going to bother and see how these turn out without the milk. They should be fine without it. And then the ones in the oven I sauteed some bacon and mushrooms. So that's what they have in there. And they've got some light tasty cheese. I just used the rest of a bag for that. But I've got to get more cheese out for these ones. Which I think is going to be mozzarella for these ones, which are just going to be ham, cheese and tomato ones. So I'm doing them because when we went to Costco last night, they only had the big packs, so it's 2-pack of 30. So we have 60 eggs, plus we already had another 12 in the fridge. So I'm using up 24 of them now to make these, and they'll be simple, easy, like breakfasts or lunches and that, or something I can eat before I go to work, with some fruit or something, and then should hopefully keep me full for while I'm at work until I come home for dinner. I'm also planning on figuring out get some slow cooker meals going, so that I can put it on, and then when I come home from work, they're done. So I've got time. I mean, I don't start till Tuesday, so that's all right. And what are we now? Thursday. So, yeah, I've got time. I'm going to sit down over the weekend and write a list with the meat and things and that what we have, so I can make some meals. It'll be ready in time. And then I've got some meat already cooked in the freezer, so they just have to be defrosted and heated up, and just add veggies or pasta to them, whatever it is. I do have a bag that has just spaghetti bolognese sauce in it, So all I'll have to do on that day is what I can do is, like, before I go to work, I just take it out of the freezer, sit it on the bench, and it'll be defrosted by the time I get home. I mean, because it's winter, so it'll be fine. I do it all the time. I'm fine. But if, like, in summer, when it comes to that, it'll go in the fridge. I'll take it out the night before, put it in the fridge. And then it just has to defrost, and then I will heat it up and just cook pasta to go with it. Or sometimes we'll have a baked potato and we'll put some spaghetti sauce on top of that. But my favourite to do with spaghetti sauce is there's this Campbell's spaghetti sauce, meat sauce, in a tin that you can get. Oh, yum. My dad actually used to do that. That on top of a baked potato with some cheese and sour cream is beautiful. Oh, a little bit of coleslaw. But it's got to be dry coleslaw. Don't add any sauces to it. But that's it. So there's a few minutes left. I'm going to check these ones in the oven, and then I'm going to get started on these ones here. So this is what the first lot look like. Just come out of the oven. This one's starting, I just poked this one to make sure it was cooked. So that's them. They are going to flatten down a bit more. But now I'm going to do the mix for these. So I knew this would happen in the metal pan. No matter how much I sprayed it and greased it, it still sticks. So we'll see how the ones in the silicone pan comes out. And it tastes really nice though. So yeah, that's really good. Someone's in the wrong spot. He's trying to get my attention by sitting in front of the television, but it's not even on. I've got the computer on. I'm not even watching TV, buddy. You're trying to get my attention. What are you doing? Hey, buddy. Now he's ignoring me. Bugs. Hello. Mummy, I want your attention. But the TV's not on. Good morning, Matthew.
Morning.
Matthew's just made, well, breakfast, well, brunch really, because it's like midday. Just some homemade pancakes, and I've got I put some butter on them and some of the Mrs. Butterworth sugar-free syrup. I really like the syrup because it actually just tastes like the McDonald's pancakes, hot cake syrup that you get. So I'm gonna enjoy these. Hey everyone, so I've just finished my brunch of my pancakes. They were okay, not the best, but even Matthew said the same thing because they were the shake ones. So they come in a bottle thing, the stuff's in the bottle and you just put your liquid in it and shake it to mix it all up. It was the home brand one. They weren't really the nicest ones. They probably have been sitting there for a few months. Probably longer. But that's alright, I'm just going to drink my favourite Prima, my Golden Circle, Golden Pash. That, take some meds, and I don't know what I'm going to do. I'd have, before I came out and had the pancakes, I put a load of washing in the machine. They're not going to go outside because they're not really going to dry and we're supposed to get more rain. We're just going to do a heap, and then later on we'll take them to the laundromat to put them in the dryer, and then I've got tomorrow I will sort out my clothes for the week for work. So it's exciting. Start work on Tuesday. And yeah, see how that all goes. So I think I've said it before, but I'm going to deal with this week with work. I'm not sure if I won't do it after work, but I'll probably wait till Saturday maybe, or Sunday, or even Monday next week, and go shopping for some clothes that just for work. That way I've got my other clothes, and then what I'll do is those clothes that are just for work, I'll sit them in a specific drawer so they're all together. So I'm going to have specific pants, specific shirts and jumpers and socks as well, and I have my shoes, and that, so that I just, when I get home, as soon as I get home, I will take my clothes off, have a shower and put some fresh clothes on. I'm not going to go as far as having separate undies for work. But yeah, that's what I'll do. Come home, take them off, I'll put them, they'll have their own basket to put in. And then, like, I'm not going to wash them every day. Probably every couple of days I'll do a load of washing. But they'll also be washed separately. Maybe I'll just do, maybe even if I just wash them once a week, you know, they can go in their designated basket and can be, I'll wash them on a Saturday or Sunday, and they'll be ready for the following week for work. So yeah, and because it's like cleaning work, so I'll be coming home and having a shower anyway, because, you know, chemicals and that things around, and because I'm out in an environment and that. Whereas when I'm at home, I don't shower every day. Like, I'll do a wipe down and that, but if I'm not going anywhere, I've got no need to really. So that's what my plans are for work anyway. Things going and related around work. Even though I have been on like the Centrelink benefits and all that, I still have money taken out, like, for tax purposes. I get it all back, but my mum started it when I was first put on Centrelink when I was 16, just as a savings thing to save money. And so that, you know, come tax time, I've got some money. If there's something I want to get, I can get it then. So I put that through. I lodged that yesterday online, and so I should have that in about 2 weeks. There's actually a couple of things I'm going to use that for. I'm going to buy some more craft stuff, Stampin' Up stuff. I'm going to buy a Switch, a Nintendo Switch, and the rest I'm just going to put into savings. So that's my plans. Okay guys, I know you hear it. The helicopter has been circling. It's up there, so it's been going around for at least the last 5 minutes. So it's the police, I'm pretty sure it's the police helicopter. I don't know what it's doing. So either there's someone missing or something's going on. Just been circling for at least the last 5 minutes. hopefully everything's alright and maybe they're just on a training run. But you never know. I'll have to have a look on Twitter, see if anything's been said on Twitter. Ugh, sun. But it's sunny at the moment, but it's also overcast too. It's cloudy, it's supposed to rain. So he's just circling around this area. Find out what's going on. Someone's just come to say hello. What you doing, buddy? Hey, you stay out and enjoy the sun. Although Daddy will want you to come in when he comes back from picking up his mate's car to wash. He wants it washed, even though it's probably going to rain, but hey, he's paying Matthew to wash it. Mm-hmm.